Toddy Toddy. EA Sports. It's in the game.
A rivalry that started as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the USC Trojans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in
Trojans ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside, it's Williams. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Using his legs, it's Mobley. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Now on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. He'll try the left side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot. And obviously, Palmer, you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his Heisman Trophy with the Trojans, and you're right. We could go on and on and on, and it always seems like those guys play their best games in this rivalry classic.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Quickly complete. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Jordan. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Mayava. Bringing the heat. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Makes the catch. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They want to throw it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. On the run, fires downfield. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. All the way back. Touchdown, Irish.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Fires to the big fella. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23.
And they come right back to their trigger man. They believe in him. The last play out was a disaster.
Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People try to catch him. They didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And he added the extra point. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Keeping it on the... Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on the massive fumble recovery.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Jordan. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Might be changing the route. The run inside. It's Jordan. Got enough for the first. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw. It's Mayava. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. Could be an alley. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen, and you saw it right there.
Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown, and a chance on this drive to even the score. Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, and he's repaying the favor right now of this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. That false start changes your mindset. Now you're second and long, 9 yards to go. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. Second and long coming up. Looking to fire. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Great job by the pass rush up front. Third and long situation. situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quarterback making adjustments. On the move, it's Jordan. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to him on the ground. There's a crease. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
That's caught. It's Matthews. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Takes the easy completion. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
A field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Running inside, it's Williams. Makes it past the marker. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Might as well give it to him again. Still running at the 40. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. They'll try to snap it quickly. The give is to Williams. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Handoff from the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running back.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. they've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. With the catch, it's Bowman. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This offense better start finding a way to cap off these drives with points. We haven't seen that now in the last 2 drives. Last one, they were moving the ball pretty nicely, came away with nothing. This drive, it's looking to be more of the same. And normally when you give up sacks, especially on 3rd down, that's what's going to happen.
Making side adjustments here. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Back to pass. It's Mayava. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. Inside the... and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
It's crazy in college football. There's just so many defining moments in games that you can pinpoint, and that's one right there. The offense has the lead. You're trying to add to that here at the end of the first half. In a 2-minute situation, quarterback being way too aggressive, and that's a mistake, David. Taking it pick 6 all the way to the house, that could really end up costing you.
And you talk about flipping a game really, really quickly. Look how bad it was looking. Now the defense gets right back in this football game, being ready for the 2-minute drill, making a play, going down and scoring, and taking all the momentum into halftime.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Tosses it incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's 3rd down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Escapes the pressure going right. Fires on the move. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
He slides that just inside the right upright. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Cincinnati taking on the number 23 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's the Bearcats coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in this second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Mayava. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Great job by the defense there tackling the catch. If that receiver breaks a tackle, he's getting the first down. So nice job by the defense.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long.
Sweep.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Under fire. Avoids pressure on the right. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And defensive coaches talk about it all the time. Winning first down. And what that does for a defense, they win first down, they force 2nd and long, they're ready for it. Nice job rushing the passer, getting the sack, and now putting them in an even more predictable situation. 3rd and forever. Great job by this defense.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
He's there's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for third in California. So you hand it off, you try to get some of that yardage back, and see what happens next.
Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And
intercepted for the 11th time this season. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. On the option, finds a little space. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
The option look. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Quarterback will keep it. There he goes. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And talk about getting excited just to lose it again. The offense gets the first down. You got enough yards, but what do you have to do? You got to take care of the football. You can't cough it up. The defense forces the fumble, recovers it, takes all the wind and all the momentum.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football, and you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He wants to change this route. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position, starting the drive with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. The Irish Irish have seized control against the Trojans and starting to put their eyes on that jeweled shillelagh.
The Irish doing what they need to do. Every year we look forward to this game. The hype, does it meet the hype? The Irish were ready. USC's got some answering to do, Palmer.
Touchdown Jesus is celebrating somewhere. What a game so far by Notre Dame. They're hitting on all cylinders. They knew how big this game was coming in. They knew they had to be dialed up and ready to go. And they have looked good. And I think the Julie Shillelagh might be making a trip to South Bend.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Jordan. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game.
Got a little grass. He's inside the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Trojans. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game and now up to 8 on the season.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Inside the 40. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Wide receiver going in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Mobley. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Motion from the wideout. The give to the tailback. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Back to the ground with the running back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they push this winning streak to 5. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. On the ground, it's Jordan. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
Tackle is made at the 30. Coming up, 4th down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Maybe some room here. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He caught it! Touchdown, Irish! And the beatdown has ensued. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Gets away from one, finds room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USC!
design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to solve.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Oh, he makes the catch. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Fires into the end zone. Looking to get it in. And he'll be smacked to the ground. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Rushes on him. Touchdown, Trojans! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
running to daylight from inside his 25. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The run inside. It's Williams. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but enough to move the sticks one more time and to move this game into the win column. After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat, the jeweled shillelagh. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse